Hi, everyone. This should be working now. Thank you all for coming in on this lovely Wednesday. We should have some familiar faces here in front of you. Back by very popular demand, we have some of the Angel City Stories crew who are going to run a one-shot tonight to talk about some of the aftermaths of not only what happened there, but what's going on over in Chaos Inc. So, I am joined this fine evening by Gator Pete playing Bunny Boy.
Hey, howdy.
Moving clockwise, we have Wadling playing Eve.
Hi. It's good to see your faces.
Is your spiked bat ready?
Always.
And never to be outshone, it is Grandpa Joe playing the incontrovertible Muffins. Say hi, Grandpa Joe.
Hello. I even still had my muffins dice jar ready to go.
See, Joe's been waiting. Now, some of you have seen Joe the last few weeks. If you haven't, go back and watch our podcasts on Star Wars and Dune. They were very much fun. We finally got Grandpa Joe to admit that Ahsoka's really not that bad, given the entire context. It was a major victory, right? We didn't get him to say he
Still
loved the
terrible character.
You had changed your mind by the end of the stream. You're like, it's not terrible.
Well, it's more of in a comparison sort of thing. She's not as bad as, say, Jar Jar Binks. Or that weird, alien diner guy in the second movie, or first movie, whatever it was. But in terms of Star Wars characters, she's still terrible.
She's still terrible. So, that's where we got with Grandpa Joe.
Jar Jar's so much better.
It was still movement in the right direction, okay? Still moving in the right direction. Hey, chat, because I'm running this off my box tonight, I'm counting on you. Let me know if anything wonky's going on with sound or video, because I can't tell. I don't have Mallo's fancy setup. We're sorry Mallo can't be here. He got called out of town on assignment all of a sudden. It was very like, oh, hey, by the way, I have to go. Whoops. So, he can't be here tonight. So, with that being said, most of you should have seen, obviously, and if you haven't, go back and watch all of Angel City Stories. It was amazing. It was like 50-something episodes of awesome food talk.
Mostly about tamales.
Okay?
And Danny's Grand Slams.
Peas and Gravy Wednesday.
Okay? And anybody who's watched IDENTECO for any period of time, going all the way back to the first podcast we did with the RPG Academy, everybody knows this is a food show. So where we're going to start tonight is Bunny Boy. Bunny Boy is over in his studio working on his newest anime production. What is Bunny Boy's newest anime production going to be about?
That's a great question. The writing team is currently trying to come up with that in the writing room.
Are you having creative differences?
Yeah. They all want something grounded in reality, and Bunny's like, no, make it a monkey that turns into a dragon that also collects these 7 balls. And they're like, but that's Dragon Ball. You can't do that. It's already been done. He's like, I don't care. Do it again. It's been 100 years.
Legally distinct.
But, yeah.
I think by this point, Dragon Ball might have made its way into the public domain.
Depends on if any Disney has anything to say about public domain.
Yeah. Disney starts doing manga and buys out Crunchyroll. Funimation.
Okay, so Bunny's off in the studio. Eve is over at Abuela's. They are all, as a family, working on the meal for after church, right? Because they're having... Abuela thinks, small gathering, like 20, 25.
That's what small means.
Mm-hmm. And Muffins is in his workshop attempting to rebuild Cupcake. He has completed the repairs on Muffins after someone accidentally hit it with an EMP grenade.
Who shall remain nameless.
That person's not here.
No, but he is about to text Eve. And with that, Eve, your glow goes boom.
Gonna look at the phone after wiping my hands off on my apron that I have.
What are you making? What's Eve making?
Sunday dinner. It means so many different things. I'm guessing Joe's just like, yes, tamales. It'd probably be like a roast chicken dinner with like a crap ton of sides. So just like,
Okay.
you know,
Gotta have
potatoes or something.
red rice and beans.
Yeah.
There we go.
Red rice and beans. Get some fajita veggies up there.
Oh, there you go. That's the way to do it. After you wipe your hands on your apron, you look down and you have a text from Billy that has the cry laughing emoji and an image attached.
I'm going to go into a room that I know nobody can see what I'm looking at on my glow because I don't know what he just sent me. And I'm going to open it.
So the first thing, there's actually a series of things attached. So the first thing is a GIF that's like one of the famous talk show hosts pointing two finger guns going, "You're famous." And right after that, there is a bounty notice.
Ooh, how much am I worth?
250,000 souls.
Wow, I'm easily worth more than that. Thanks, though.
That's just for you. As you scroll through, you see pictures of Bunny, Catassie, Muffin's robot, and then underneath that note, no viable pictures of Operator have been found.
I'm gonna giggle at that.
And then, of course, Billy.
It's a picture of a 747.
Because he was a jet.
Somebody drew Starscream.
He goes, and so right after that, he sends you a text. He goes, "Bounty hunter buddy of mine sent this to me. I told him to back off of this, but that's just one. Did some digging. IOG has also sworn out an amber notice on you."
Do you have a picture of which me they have an amber notice on?
He, so let's look. It is not your original identity.
Okay, so that's more recent. Well, I mean, I can keep hiding out. I'm obviously laying low here and making sure that Abuela stays safe. Does anybody else know? Have you sent this to anybody else?
He goes, "Nope. Person who sent this to me thought I was still in Angel City."
And I'm guessing you're not.
No, I'm back in Juarez.
Rad. Can you send me this bounty hunter's information?
He sends a thumbs up emoji and a contact card.
Fantastic. Thank you, Billy. Can you keep an ear to the ground for any other fun times that we may have ahead of us, please?
He goes, "I can. If I hear anything, I'll let you know. I'd be more worried about the amber notice than I would about the bounty hunters."
What does the amber notice entail?
It means IOG has a surveillance warrant out on you.
Oh. Okay. I'm going to say thanks. And I'm going to put a little X for a hug and then send a kissy face emoji.
He sends back, "Sure enough, let me know if you get into too much trouble."
I'm going to send the evil horn face.
He goes, "Yeah, that's what I thought. And what shall you do with that?"
Well, I'm going to call everybody in the group other than Billy. It's like on a group chat.
Well, Catassie has returned to Danaska.
That's fine. I need her to.
You're pretty sure she has an army of mutants around her now?
Good. She deserves that. Like, she needs that. Just like a bunch of just amazingness to fight for her. I'm excited. We might need to call her in, actually.
So who are
I
you
wanted to
calling
make a joke
first?
there.
What, Joe?
I wanted to make a joke there, but I have to remember what our audience is.
Humans? Dogs?
Don't worry about it, pretty
Or dog?
face.
Type rough in the chat.
Don't do that, then people will love you too much. I'm gonna call Grifter first because he's gonna be helpful.
Well, that might be a bit of a strong word, but
He'll be helpful.
As Eve wills Grifter to be helpful. Grifter, your glow is going booloop, booloop.
look at the caller ID, push the answer button, and just pop off of my best hello.
Hey, Grifter, what's up?
Oh, mech stuff.
Beautiful, beautiful. Are you sprucing up muffins?
Always and forever. I gotta take care of my lady.
Absolutely. Take her on a date, make her all shiny.
Get
Hey,
all oiled up.
Yeah, so she's famous. Just
Well,
wanted
of
to let
course.
you know. We have bounties out on us. Got a tip off from Billy, and also there's an Amber Alert out, so there's gonna be surveillance. I don't know if it's
Someone
just
kidnapped
on
us?
me. No, it's that, the privatized corpse where they just take the same idea and just apply a different meaning to it. That double speak, it's great.
Who put the Amber Alert out?
It was like IOG or IOQ or
Pretty sure that's the UN.
okay, well, they have an Amber Alert out on us or me or
Maybe
us. Who
they're
knows?
just fans of our work.
They really are.
Maybe if they want an autograph, they can just ask for one.
I think they can get that from your files, actually.
Probably, but that probably doesn't have the same eBay value.
That is true.
So, do we want to go shoot somebody about it, or
I feel like maybe we should meet about it first and then figure out who to shoot about it.
Denny's?
Bet I'll call Bunny. Billy's not gonna be here.
Well,
I think
he's off gallivanting, probably being a airplane or judgmental about something. I don't know.
judgmental Starscream.
Maybe, hopefully, he's learning how to throw grenades.
Oh, damn. Well, hopefully he's learning it from Blizz. He did real good.
You probably couldn't see it from your end, Mr. GM, but I looked at your camera when I said that. Hope you felt that disturbance in the force.
I can't see which camera you're staring at, but sure.
Yeah, he's a real son of a bitch.
Basically. I just wanted to make sure you felt that through the force.
Okay. Yes, I
So,
do.
Denny's what time? Today, tomorrow?
Tonight.
Okay.
Because Bunny's probably working.
Probably. Well, let's be honest, he's probably in a bathrobe eating cereal right about now.
Well, that's usually where he is, but sometimes he works while doing that, so...
Fair enough. Sometimes I weld naked.
That sounds like a really bad idea that we should talk about later.
Live
I
life
gotta
dangerously.
go. Yeah. Grifter, don't burn your dick off. Bye!
Bye.
I'm gonna text Bunny and go, hey, Denny's, I'll buy you a Grand Slam, and then send him the time.
What time do you send him?
Nice.
I like 9:45.
Okay.
AM or PM?
p.m. evening.
Okay, I'm awake and eating cereal at my desk. Not on the toilet.
I didn't say all that. I said in a
gross.
bathrobe.
Oh, I think you said in a bathroom. And I was like, that's a little far.
Robe.
Bathrobe? Yeah, okay. I mean, yes, Bunny is at his desk in a bathrobe, although he is fully clothed underneath because this is an office environment. And yeah. Okay. So I get the text and I'll respond with, hey girl, moon's over my hammy. Yeah. With a winky face, peace sign, and hard eyes. See ya.
See,
You're gonna
chat, this is
respond.
what you missed. This is what
Okay.
you missed.
I'm gonna respond. Can't wait to see you. Kissy face. And then please be safe. Maybe wear a hat or a mask.
Is it cold?
Yes.
Bunny's gonna look out the window.
It's
We're in
Angel-
LA, right?
Yeah, it's Angel City. It's probably sunny and 75.
At 9:45.
It's the midnight sun.
Okay, sorry. At 9:45 p.m., it will be 68 and clear.
Okay. Well, Bunny, in that case, will look out the window and it's just going to be darkness. I mean, aside from like parking lot lights, and just be like, huh, makes sense.
So what are you all doing between now and 9:45? Anything in particular?
Load Muffin up in my van and getting ready to head over. Never go anywhere without my lady.
What time is it now?
It's about Eve was cooking dinner for Sunday dinner, so it's probably about 2:30 in the afternoon on a Sunday.
Oh,
Time for a
okay.
good watch.
In that case, Bunny is going to, in the bathrobe, although he does have a polo on, like I do, because he's the boss, but he's got a bathrobe that's, I'm torn between it being like the dude or like Ric Flair, like snazzed out robe.
Oh, please tell me it's the
Butterfly
snazzed out
robe.
Ric Flair one.
It probably would be the snazzed out Ric Flair robe, because he wants to go into a meeting with some panache and authority. So he would probably have like, slightly.
Good question.
Yeah.
Does it have the fruity pebbles that have like dropped from your spoon and then cemented onto the thing after it dried out?
No, I clean my stuff, or I mean, my assistant has my stuff cleaned, I assume. She brings back the robe and my clothes, and they're not crusted in mustard. So I assume that they're being cleaned. But, well, in between now and then, Bunny's going to rush out of his office and throw papers and say, Gary, take care of these. I got to do something. With running with the robe flapping in the wind that he's creating in his wake, running home, stomping on it, going home, and going into his bat lair, his bunny lair. I don't know if he has a bunny lair, which means his one car garage, and whipping off the tarp and saying it's time. And there's the gator. It's got some dust on it. Just doing a 16-point check before he hops in.
I mean, it's only been sitting for like a week.
Why does it have dust?
Listen, it's just, it feels like way more than a week. So you've done business. It's just,
Time has no meaning anymore.
Time has no meaning when you're making bills and making deals. So
my question is, in Bunny's mind, when he was running, does he have the run lines behind him like an anime?
Does he run with his arms back like this?
Naruto.
I have to ask.
no, but he runs like an exaggerated, like the cover of Catch Me If You Can, the 90 degrees up and then the 90 degrees down,
There you go.
with the flapping.
Nice.
Yeah, even.
Eve, do you have anything you're doing besides just having dinner with the family?
I mean, I'm just having dinner with the family, and I'm gonna take Abuela. Is Corinne there?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
She's
gonna
been
take
hanging
her
out.
aside with Abuela and Billy's cousin. And I'm just going to let them know what's going on and let them know that, obviously we're making a plan. Please don't panic. If anybody strange comes and sees the house, like, act normal. Just let them know that I'm not here, and tell them that I went to Damascus. Or, no, tell them that I went to, what's north?
The next city north of you, the next metro north of you is Silicon City. And then beyond that, there's Portland, and then Stack, which is the Seattle-Tacoma Metroplex.
Tell them that I went to Stack.
To Stack?
Yeah. If they ask where I went, tell them I went to Stack. And then I'm going to give them an old glow that I have.
Okay.
And have them act like this is the glow that I own. So if they're like, where is she? Give me proof or whatever. They can be like, here, take this. And it's going to have just a tiny bit of C4 inside.
Just a tiny bit. Just a little.
Just a little.
So, Billy's cousin, he says he's going to have folks keeping their eyes out. Corinne asks you if you would like her to do any further research or gather any information. And
Absolutely.
if so, what kind are you looking for?
I need to know what they know about us. I need to know what they're asking for, who's looking for us, in detail if possible, and see if maybe we can tap into some of their comms around the city if possible.
Okay. And then Abuela's like, Mija, you just be safe. Be safe, Mija.
Absolutely, Abuela. This will blow over in just a few days. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
She says, this does not feel like a quick blowover.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So we will fast forward there, and you all arrive at Denny's within about 5 minutes of one another, right around 9:45. Grifter, I'm going to say you get there first.
I'm going to go inside and get our corner booth.
Okay.
And then, I'm just going to text the group and let them know I got a corner booth. And wait for them to show up.
Okay. You all received that text message.
Oh, yeah, shenanigans in the corner.
I'm going to find out which corner he's in and go and run smack dab into the window right next to him.
Okay. You hear a thump behind you, Grifter.
I'm going to laugh because I made him jump, and then I'm going to walk inside.
Get your ass inside. Back to shenanigans.
Hey!
Hello! It's been a while. It's been a while.
I know, it's been years.
Like centuries, even.
Yes. We are infinite beings. All right, so my Grand Slam.
Well, I'm sure they'll have to make it for you.
Well, the waitress comes by and asks what you would all like to eat.
I'm going to order the pancake slam. Because they're delicious.
Gonna get some biscuits and gravy, and I want some of the fresh fruit, please, and then the 2 and 2 and 2, and I want bacon and a side of sausage. Thanks. Oh, and French toast. Thanks.
She goes, coffee all around?
Yes, a pitcher of coffee, and just keep it going.
She goes, coming right up. And she wanders off to go put your order in.
Ma'am.
She comes back.
Can we get... One sec, I'm looking at the menu. Oh, can I get a Grand Slam and a chicken fried steak?
Sure.
Please?
No problem.
Sorry, chicken fried chicken.
She taps
yeah,
it on the
that's it.
little glow that she has there. She goes, "That all? Anyone else?
Yeah, that.
You have your waters. You're good."
Can I see the side of gravy as well?
She adds the side of gravy.
Yeah, thank you.
She walks off.
Honestly, surprised we haven't been banned from this place yet.
Do they even do they recognize us? Do they give us weird looks when we walk in, or is it more of a just go and help them out? They tip really well, and
It's the
they
second
make
one.
the scary people stay away.
Pretty much the second one.
They set our dumpster on fire once. I will say
I
that
don't
was
think they
improvement.
noticed that it was you that set the dumpster on fire.
Also, I'm pretty sure we burned Titus's corpse in the driveway too, and probably dumped off somebody that we beat the shit out of.
And your robot dick fireworks. Let's not forget about that.
That is also true.
Yeah, instead of your Roman candle, your Rov candle. Yeah, Joe, did you notice that I called attention and ordered food, just in a fictional setting? This is
Very good. I'm proud of you.
that was very Anyway, sorry, some real life there.
Very proud of you, Pete. So I gathered you all here today. Because we got bounties on us. Bunny, I see that you did not wear a mask.
I mean, I got a hat on.
It's like a mask for your hair.
Good enough. Anyways, so they're
On a
looking
beard.
for us. They have a picture of you with your beard. So,
You've always had
We
a
ha-
beard.
yeah,
Can we please
No,
shave off
maybe
your
you didn't.
beard? I want to see
he
that.
hasn't had a beard.
No, you didn't have
Not
a beard.
in the.
Did Bunny grow
not-
a
not-
beard?
Yeah, Bunny has he can't really grow a beard very well.
I was about
It's
to say,
really
what
thin.
kind of beard does Bunny have?
You know when you shave and you put it a little too low and you're like, oh fuck, I might as well. This just looks like I have a dirty face. Yeah, it's that. It's that
Okay.
kind of beard.
Let's go 5 o'clock shadow.
That's a
You-
week's growth.
Yeah, you said it's been 1 week, right?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So you don't know this. I'm saying if I don't shave for one day, if I were to shave it down and not shave for one day, maybe two, that's what it takes Bunny for a week.
Okay.
So
I totally can relate. I have that problem all the time.
Can Bunny please grow a pencil line douchebag beard?
you mean the Louisville special? No. That's a story for another time, but no.
See, I haven't insulted any other countries yet, but Pete's already insulting a whole city.
I lived there for a decade. Okay, I'll tell the short story. My friend just moved there, and there was a car next to us, just low riding. And he was like, "Oh my god, this dude looks like such a douche." I was like, "Does he have a flat bill red cap with an L on it and a line beard?" He goes, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, that's Louisville special." He was just fascinated that I was able to describe it without looking at it.
And Wild beat me to the tangent.
At least I was concise.
Look, it's a tradition at this point. If we don't have at least 1 or 2 tangents, we've not done a stream properly.
We're at 2, so let's see how we do tonight. Okay, Corinne sends you a message, Eve, and says that she has confirmed that the IOG has an orange notice out. Then she sends kind of not an orange notice, an amber notice, and basically she sends kind of a summary of what it is. An amber notice is basically like a bolo from them, and it's sent to all their field ops and a few select law enforcement agencies to basically be on the lookout. If you're seen, conduct surveillance, but do not approach. Right? Above an amber notice is an orange notice. That's a capture notice, right? But that's, we want them alive. And then there's a red notice from them, and that's capture, kill, whatever's more convenient. So
They need to make up their minds.
so they
Got
have
different notices?
they do have an orange notice out for you and all known associates. and they've got a list of associates. To include Abuela, the guy that owns the tamale shop, Abuela's other grandson. They've got, it's a long list. Noel Juliet. Basically, anybody major you've come in contact with over the last, year and a half, they've got on the list. So, Hades.
Dang.
And that's just listed under your known associates. Now, those people don't have orange notices or amber notices out on them, but they're just listed as known associates.
They just wanted a date. They could have just asked us instead of stopping us.
I'm just kind of confused about what they want with us. I get why Benevolent would want to ask us, but
do anything to them.
Wait, who is that? I thought this was Benevolent that had the bounty on us. Who is it?
it's the IOG.
No, so there's a bounty, and that's different. So the bounty is a capture bounty for 250,000 each.
Only 250,000? Those are rookie numbers. Blow up a
That's
couple
why I
more of
didn't
their
tell you.
buildings.
I was gonna say Bunny can almost just pay off for him. Be like, go away. I got that anime money. I got that production studio money over the last week.
No, Lance. Richard Blizzard is not good. He said all known associates. So Richard Blizzard is definitely on the hook.
Is Richard Blizzard his name?
Yeah, he officially named him Richard Blizzard.
Yep.
Just so he could introduce himself as Dick Blizzard.
Honestly, it's a great name.
Yep. Blizz is on there. The file that Corinne sends you has Blizz on there. The IOG has identified that Billy has gone back to Juarez, but they've got approximate locations of everybody. The only one that the IOG seems to be confused about is where Catassie is. They don't seem to know where she's at.
Okay. So I'm gonna take out of my pack. Actually, no, I'm gonna nudge Bunny and ask him if he has a game controller with him.
Do the notices have anything about why they want to talk? These are out?
Nope. It's an amber notice. It's a surveillance notice. They want to watch. The bounty is not from the IOG, but what Corinne's seeing is that they can't tell who the buyer on the bounty is. It's anonymous.
Oh, we know who it is.
I've got a controller, and I take out one Joy-Con. It's held sideways. It's not a Joy-Con, it's my camera, but it's the same size. So there you go. Just like, yeah. Do you need this? You'll have to sync it to your Switch, because it's synced to mine right now, but here.
Thank you. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna attach it to my globe.
Production value.
That's perfect.
I'm gonna take it, attach it to my globe, and then I'm gonna go on to does IOG have like a website or a database or anything?
Well, they have a website, but it's it literally is like the United Nations website. It's, hi,
Okay.
we're the Information Observations Group. We do intelligence and information gathering for the United Nations. Ding! Right? It's pure propaganda.
Poorly. Just saying. I'm out here making anime. It's not like it's hard to find me. And they're just like, we will.
Right. So
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to connect to their internet or their web page and then go into the text, like the text editor for their entire site. And I'm going to take this controller and I'm going to go R1, R1, circle, R2, right, left, right, left, right, left. And see if it does anything for us.
It does not.
Put in the Konami code.
Damn. Okay. Thought it was worth a shot. Then what I'm going to do is ask Corinne to find us a contact that knows about the IOG. Maybe in the mercenary line, somebody through Billy would be helpful. And then I'm also going to ask her to locate the bounty hunter that tipped off Billy.
Okay. While that's going on, your food arrives. Piping hot, fresh off the short order line.
Gravy, baby. Ooh.
You all dig in.
Hell yeah.
Give me passive perception checks.
Am I looking at how much pepper is on the gravy?
No.
Oh, God, that's terrible.
Well, I hope whoever
5.
I'm trying to find is bad because I also got a 5.
Make that 3 5s?
It's gravy?
So if
To
all,
be
three of us,
Triple nickel.
if all 3 of us got it, that's like a extra turn or something, isn't it?
No.
Get to roll
Yahtzee.
again.
Turkey.
Yahtzee. No. Yahtzee's 5. You have to have 5 of them. You're short players.
We had
Okay.
3 5s.
You are all deeply engrossed in your food. It's delicious. In that greasy, it's late at night. I don't know if any of you had anything to drink, but, if you did, that helps.
I would like to note that I'm taking the gravy on the side with me. Like, I'm not eating it there. It's a little cup.
Do you want a little to-go cup? Because right now she's got it
Yeah.
in a little bowl.
That's a sipping gravy.
Yeah, just like one of those styrofoam
You
little
asked her for like
bitty
a little,
ones.
for the
Yeah.
to-go thing.
Yeah. I dirtied a dish, ma'am. Can you just dump that in a styrofoam container and so somebody can wash this dish that was unnecessary? Thank you.
She looks at you a little like sideways, but she brings you a little styrofoam container and a plastic lid.
I'm sorry. Thank you.
So she says, so Corinne texts you back and goes, you want somebody familiar with the IOG. Okay, she goes, so the bounty hunter is a guy named Mick Armstrong.
Sounds like a douche.
What a name.
Wait, is he like Scottish or is it like Mick as an M-I-C-K?
M-I-C-K.
And I just want to shoot him because of his stupid name.
Joe.
So she sends you his name. She says there's a couple of fixers that know quite a bit about the IOG. She sends you the name of a fixer and a contact number for a fixer out of Silicon City named Lillian.
We need to go to the store and get a couple of burner phones or something.
Yeah, maybe does the IOG website have like one of those contact us like forums on the page?
Yes, it does.
Maybe
Can
we
we
should
make
just
some-
send them a message and be like, "Yo, what up? What do you want?"
That has the same balls as the person who likes to comment on their police Facebook post and go, "Hey, yeah, what up?"
Well, we can do it anonymously.
Or we could give a tip to misdirect.
I'm definitely not going to be at this place at this time. Wink.
Come into your mom's house.
I just want to like make a phone call, let them trace it, and then just chuck the burner in a lake. That way they're searching for me at the bottom of a lake. That's how that works, right? Sorry, it's LA, the ocean.
Sorry, the Broshin.
The Broshin.
All right, well, is there like a nearby Walgreens or something that has burner phones?
I mean, you can buy them at pretty much any corner store, but their burner glows. They literally are just like cheapo, like made in God knows where, like crap plastic clothes that have minimal functionality and are loaded with malware. But yes.
That works. So how many do we want to buy?
2 each.
So 6.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll
That
front
will
it.
be 300 souls.
Wow, that's so affordable.
Again, do you remember like the smartphones that came out in the early part of the smartphone era?
The
That were,
Wish special. Yeah, the ones that are pressure based.
yes.
Yeah.
That's what these are. That's the equivalent level. These are category F glows.
And how many different renditions of Candy Crush do they have installed on them from the factory?
They have 9 different match type games installed.
Was Hoonie Pop one of them? Probably not. Never mind. I shouldn't have asked. Continue.
So we have burner phones. Do we want to use one of them to fire off a contact us for?
So we're going to use one to speak with Lillian. And we're going to use another to speak with Mick. I'm
You
going
didn't
to
get a
catfish
contact
Mick.
number. You didn't get a contact information for Mick. You just have his name.
That's the bounty hunter that's coming after us, right?
That's the one that tipped off Billy.
Okay.
But I have the contact card from Billy.
You do have the oh, you're right. You do.
So I'm going to catfish Mick.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm going to text him from one of the burner phones. Actually, first what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go to a location that we have previously not been at so that we're not just clocked. We will do it quietly.
So the waitress goes back and asks who's picking up the check. Okay, so for all the stuff that you ordered, which was a lot of food.
No, I'm picking up the check.
This is like real life. Okay, go ahead.
Let Mr. Moneybags pay. His fancy pants with his studio.
I don't know what you're talking about. We're almost bankrupt. I mean, we'll be making content for many years to come. Please click subscribe and the notification bell. We really need your help to make this happen. www.playidentico.com. What?
We'll do promos when we come back from break later.
Oh,
I
sorry.
lured him here with a grand slam, so I have to pay.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so it's 70 souls for the dinner. How much are you tipping?
70 souls.
Okay. You guys are going to make
That's
yourself
how you keep 'em
really
quiet.
popular at the Denny's.
That's probably why we haven't
our
been
Denny's.
banned. I gave him a huge tip one time when we burned something outside, so I mean,
Sorry about your parking lot.
that's how you don't get kicked out of the store and never allowed back.
No, they didn't know about the dumpster. They didn't know it was us, so we couldn't apologize for that one.
Okay, so you pay the bill. Where are you heading that you haven't been clocked before?
The library.
Actually, a really good idea. Let's go to the library, guys.
Okay, so you Google it. The nearest library is about 6 miles from you. It's a satellite branch, but yeah. Okay, so you're in the library parking lot. 3 cars.
To connect to their public Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's there.
Okay, so I'm going to send Mick a text message from one of the burner phones and be like, hey, you up? Been thinking about you.
ASL
Winky
question
face.
mark.
Yes, ASL.
We going way back with the ASL. Way back.
Show me pee-pee, BB.
That's the deep cut right there. Wow. The deep cut.
MRF.
Okay. Okay, you send that text message off.
Text message from another burner phone to Lillian, and just shoot her a message and ask, hey, looking for some work, very capable team. Just need to know if you're open for business.
So the first text you received back from Lillian is new phone, who dis?
Me too, twinsies! Smiley face.
The second one goes, I always have work. Who are you and how capable are you?
ADA accommodations, my man. You can't ask that.
I'm gonna confer with the gentleman beside me and ask, do we A, pretend to be other people so that we can get in good with Lillian, or B,
Be yourself so you
Just-
can get a good with Lily.
yeah, be ourselves and getting good with Lillian and maybe worry about her trying to turn us in.
Give me a one of you has like an underworld. Give me an underworld check.
Sure do.
That is not me.
Apparently, my week as a CEO slash owner slash production manager of an anime studio has failed me in the underground because I rolled a natural one.
So basically what has happened is that Bunny has become the ultimate Southern California entrepreneur.
Does he permanently have a MacBook glued to him somewhere?
No!
I got a 17.
Okay.
Can I salvage some information? How's that work?
No. Eve, you figure out, just from running around, fixers don't usually work with bounty hunters, and fixers don't. If fixers turned in everybody that had a bounty or a price on their head, they would have no one to work with.
Rad. Okay, so I'm just gonna send her, because I'm assuming that
Like a
gifts are
selfie?
still a thing. We could do a selfie, but I'm gonna do one better and find a GIF on the internet of the television, like the TV station assault that we did, because I know they had clips of it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna send her a GIF of that, and then I'm gonna send her a GIF from my live stream in the helicopter.
Okay. She
And I'm
goes.
gonna send her a smiley face and a thumbs up.
She sends back, that was you?
Oh yeah,
Allegedly.
maybe. Want to meet?
She goes, I'm in Silicon City. You want to do like a FaceTime? Or do you want to fly up?
Good question. 1 second. Gentlemen, do we want to FaceTime with this Victor, or do we want to fly up to Silicon City?
Do we have a way to get on an airplane without getting pasted all over the place by cameras?
Where'd my helicopter go?
I would say someone knows how to fly a helicopter, apparently. I do.
So do I.
Yeah.
Technically, so do I.
2 sticks are better than 1. None.
Do we have the helicopter still? That's probably a question for our GM more than anything.
I don't see where you would have lost it.
Just misplace it.
Just parked in my backyard.
It's actually
With the
probably
tarp over it.
literally like there's so much stuff in those East LA neighborhoods, and especially over the last little bit, you've seen it because you hid the armored vehicle you stole from Benevolent under a tarp and pretended it was up on blocks for like a week. Okay? You hid muffins under tarps. So, I mean, you probably took the blades off and like set them next to it, but like saying that it's hiding in like a drained out swimming pool.
It's the IKEA one. You can just break it down.
Right?
Modular.
Like where it's kind of like half in the swimming pool with a tarp over it is probably not out of the realm of possibility.
Are the neighborhood kids playing in it?
No.
Has there been a rain in the last week to where it would make the tarp sag in the middle with all the water?
No. And
Or it's
and
delay, I guess.
And
Maybe
let's say if it had, it would have evaporated
Yeah,
within the
okay.
first day and a half.
I don't know. Let's hop in the helicopter and go for a ride. Been a
Right,
while.
with some WD-40, everything's good and slick.
How long is a week for you?
I don't know. It's business. I have no idea.
See, Bunny became a Southern California.
I just go by dates and my push notifications.
Time is just like a construct, man.
Synergy. Next thing he'll be talking about synergy.
I want to innovate the synergy between the communication and the altruism of this world.
The only time that matters is the now.
The bad guy in my next anime is going to be called Titus the Faceless.
What the hell did I do?
Why are you
Got shot in
using
the
the
face.
And also, what did Titus do?
Get shot in the face.
He has no face.
He's not here to be mad about it.
Titus is you.
I thought we left Titus behind when we became Billy the Jet.
Nope. Never.
No, I have what is it? A shrine for Titus over there.
Do you
in his
honestly
suit.
You honestly think
Rosary.
we would forget about our grandpa?
Can we make a band, Billy the Jet and the Jets?
All right, that was pretty good.
Billy is a jet.
So let's go dust off the old helicopter.
Okay, so you
And
head.
in Bunny's mind, it's like Raiders of the Lost Ark when they're pulling the tarp off of all the old dusty stuff.
So do you tell Lillian you're coming up there?
Yeah, I'm gonna say, see you in a couple hours. Wear pants or not.
She sends you an address.
I'm gonna send her a thumbs up.
Are pants really optional?
Bigger.
I need you to wear pants, Christopher. I'm sorry. You've become far too familiar, and I really just don't want to see you downstairs. I've already seen Blizz's downstairs plenty of times. That is so many times of downstairs that I just didn't need.
But look, I'm wearing a lab coat. It'll cover the necessary.
Called killing
bits.
pants. For a reason.
Yeah, it's killing pants.
Killing pants.
Is that
Okay.
because the smell will kill you?
No. So you don't get blood on your actual pants.
Just wear your red pants.
Do I look like I own red pants?
I'm buying you red pants.
Red pants are gonna clash with my lab coat.
He says, wearing a very grungy lab coat that he hasn't taken
It's
off in
fucking
like
filthy
15
now.
sessions.
Which is sad because I do have extras. I did specify that I bought 3 of them. I just never checked.
But he's been wearing the same one. Now it's covered in grease and like gun carbon and just all kinds of
It's
stuff.
like, there's one arm missing. There's holes in it from embers.
Okay.
Just describe the slow-mo guys.
I did. So I'm gonna look at both of the gentlemen and go, all right, so nose goes if you didn't want to pilot.
Yeah, fine. I went. She says nose goes and Bunny does this and is like, oh wait, no, that's fun. I'll drive.
So
Sweet.
you all head back to one of the houses in East LA where you stashed the helicopter in a pool. You, I presume, load muffins into the back of the helicopter.
Mm-hmm. The critical piece of aeronautical engineering I need to question about. How many flare-up launchers does this thing have on it?
The last time that we talked about the helicopter, it was a pretty well provisioned military helicopter, so I could imagine that it probably has a couple of flare guns inside of it.
It specifically has anti-aircraft, anti-surface-to-air missile flares. Now, they're not loaded right now, but it has the launchers.
We need a safe word for this. This button, a safe word. You don't just walk up here and press this button.
I know. Why do you think I hid the activator on the Gator?
Listen. Safe word's Jingleheimer.
Definitely not remembering that.
I'm just gonna give a big sigh, put on the helmet, turn on the comms,
Don't sigh at me. You know you missed this.
kick Grifter in the shin, and go sit and strap myself in the co-pilot seat.
Next sporting goods store we come across, I'm going to buy some shin pads.
I'll paint them for you. Let's
Okay.
go.
That's the sound of a helicopter starting up.
It takes you a couple hours to fly to Silicon City. You do find and get permission to land at a little private airport not far from where you're going in the East Bay. It does cost 500 souls a day to basically leave your helicopter there.
God dang. This thing better be plated in gold by the time we get back.
Did I have to hunt for a parking space like Seattle?
No, you just have to call them.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's good, because if I have to hunt for a space and then
it's
pay...
rich people going back and forth in their private choppers. They're very used to being discreet.
Oh yeah, 100 years we still... Okay, anyway, yeah.
So,
I'll pay it.
Okay. The person working the desk at the airfield asks if you'd like them to call you a car.
You can call me Bunny.
Did you need to rent a vehicle, or would you like a vehicle service?
Oh, service meaning you drive us?
Well, I would call someone to drive you.
Oh, that sounds lame. I'll just take a car.
Okay, they direct you down the way to a car rental place. What kind of vehicle would you like to rent?
What are our options?
Well,
Van.
They have vans, trucks, sedans, sports cars. They have Uber luxury sports car. Their Uber models are like Maseratis, right?
Ooh.
Aston Martins,
Do they have a
Bugattis.
sports van?
What's the fastest thing you have with trunk space? God, that sounds so suspicious.
How
asking
much
that.
trunk space do you need?
Enough for a robot? Wait. Is that the person asking me? I forgot about your DM style. Shit. I mean, I guess I said that out loud.
We don't really...
I am the CEO of a robotics company. I work with robots a lot, and I need to be able to
Give me
haul
a
stuff, but
charisma
also
check. Give me a charisma
I
check.
need to get out and go.
How did we
That's a
not get
nat
shot
20.
so many more times?
Did you really roll a nat 20?
Yeah.
It's basically it's a all electric sports SUV that folded up could fit Muffins' back. When they bring it around, it's a gunmetal blue with such deeply tinted windows that you cannot see inside of it.
Excellent. Is it suspicious looking? Like,
No,
does somebody see it on their like?
By suspicious, you mean would somebody watching someone drive that assume that they're a douche? Yes.
Okay, but like say if right now in 2021 you saw a Tesla Cybertruck driving down the road, you'd be like, "What the fuck is that?"
No, it doesn't, because you gotta... No, it's not like that.
Okay.
It's more like somebody who's driving a tricked out Porsche Cayenne.
You ruined it for me, but okay, yeah, I gotcha.
I just
Let's
want to
do
say, I really miss watching Pete and Mr. Magoo his way through these things.
Well, what can I say?
All right, so they bring the car around. That'll be another 500 a day.
Okay, put it on the company card.
But there is enough room to hide Muffins in the back. And again, the window tint is so deep, and it looks like it's got an electrostatic layer between the sections of the pane. So you can't even like use surveillance like on the window. They tell you that this car is particularly popular with like celebrities who are afraid of paparazzi.
Okay, good. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Excellent. I'll pay it.
Okay. What are you doing now?
Gonna go load muffins up.
Okay.
Driving it.
Yeah,
Yep.
you load Muffins up.
Slap him on his hams. Get in there. Her, rather.
Don't get fresh with my lady.
Just scooting you along.
You take strange liberties, sir.
I'm going to get in the car and I'm going to start looking at lesser known actresses that are from the black and white screen days.
Okay. You come up with a list.
I find one and I use my glam
Okay.
and try to replicate it the best that I can.
Okay. Give me a check on that. Roll me a d20 with your glam bonus. What?
I rolled a 1.
I mean, it doesn't make you look weird. It just... Are you familiar with the term uncanny valley? That's the effect that you achieve.
Fuck.
It's like an uncanny valley effect, where it's so real looking that it just looks off.
Why is she so smooth? There's no texture on her skin.
I'm gonna rub my cheeks and go,
It's like a 2004 video game where they figured out how to do light reflections, so everything is shiny. All skin is super shiny.
I'm gonna have to try this later. I'm gonna give whoever's driving the address, and I'm just gonna
It's Bunny's driving.
try to contain myself in the back.
Bunny
You're in the back?
rented a car.
Bunny's our designated driver.
Wait, so you did this while you were in the car, like while we were on our way?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna look in my rearview mirror and just be like, oh,
Just don't.
it's fine.
Would you like to take it off? You can just turn off the glam.
I'm gonna wait to turn off the glam until we get to
Okay.
the
I
fixer's
mean, a
place.
bad disguise is still a disguise.
You pull up to this place and it is busy. It's a super divey looking punk style bar. There is probably 15, 20 people standing outside smoking cigarettes, cannabis, God knows what. This building has got to be 130, 140 years old by this point. It looks like it's brick with like patched stucco and like stuff. Everybody give me perception checks.
$10? Bunny rolled a 10.
14.
We're just not going to talk about it.
That bad, huh?
Here's a 1.
Do you need
We're all
to-
zoned in to enjoying this ride.
Grifter's
Yeah.
currently staring at his feet, being like,
Just going to fire that dice.
Eve, you notice 3 or 4 individuals on the roof with what looks like submachine guns. Both the bouncers are heavily cybered out. Full, like, big metallic arm replacements. Half of his face has been replaced. Yeah, that's about it. So you park on the street, because that's all there is street parking. Who's all going inside? Is Grifter going inside or is Grifter waiting?
I'm going to stay in the car.
I mean, are my charms and speaking abilities needed here? Or my muscle at my
Did you
5'7"
change or are you still
physique?
wearing the bathrobe? I forget.
I'd probably wear my puffy blue jacket.
Okay, so you're
It's
puffy blue jacket.
You know how it is with like your armor, probably,
you
and your
all-
fatigues. You just wear them. Yeah.
Did you bring any weapons with you?
Yeah.
I always have weapons.
Are you bringing weapons into the bar?
I will have one of my guns that is able to be seen by the guards in case they do want to take away weapons, and then keep my boot knives concealed and my... Man, I don't even know if that teddy bear backpack thing actually survived any of the wallopings that I've given anybody, because I haven't used that gimmick since like the first game.
I don't see where it would have gone anywhere.
I mean, kind of into somebody's skull, but you know.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna roll with the boot knives for now.
Okay,
I've gotten
give
really
me
good at
a d20 with an agility, or unless you have concealment or something like that, to hide the boot knives.
But they're the ones in the tips of my
Oh,
toes.
they're the ones in the tips of your boots. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Okay. So Bunny and Eve, you roll up to the door.
Yep.
Bouncer looks at you and goes. He goes, looks at both of you and goes, covers 10.
I gave him a 20.
Thanks.
Weapons checks right inside.
Okie dokie.
As you walk inside, you see a booth, right? There's a little sign on the booth that says no gun, no ticket, no gun. And there's an old dude with like a white like undershirt, like tank top undershirt on. It's heavily stained. He's leaning on it. He's got a cigar in one hand. And he goes, gun? At the gun that you left unconcealed, Eve.
Ooh.
I'm gonna check the chamber, take out the ammo, put that in my pack, and give him the gun.
He gives you a like piece of plastic. It's literally that's been like stamped with the number 12 on it. And then he puts your gun into the number 12 cubby.
You be careful with that. That was my mama's gun.
He goes, "It be safe here."
I trust you.
I love it.
He gives you a wink, like. Okay.
He's Myron.
Hey. I'll just smile at him.
He is wearing, as you walk by, you notice he's wearing Hawaiian shorts, too.
Bro. My man.
So, you walk into the bar. There is a band up on stage playing extremely, like, it sounds like old school speed punk. Right? Like, and they are not terrible, but not good.
I think you just described speed. Anyway.
The bar is equally as crowded. There's a dance floor off to your right where there's people. There's a pretty good pit going right now. There's a huge circular bar off to your left with like 7 bartenders behind it who are grabbing people shots in little like plastic vial-y, like test tube style. Right? And then you see that you can kind of hear as they set the bottles down that they're the plastic bottles. The plastic beer bottles. You're guessing they probably don't want a lot of glass just wandering around this place.
Could this bar be any more lame?
Do they have any food?
No.
Do they allow food entering the place?
They didn't
How are
check
they?
you.
How are they allowing people to drink without food? That's so dangerous.
So, after about a minute, there's a lull in the music, and the band says they're going to be back in 5. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go to the bar, grab a drink, and ask the bartender if they know where Lillian is.
What kind of drink you want?
Give me a beer.
Dark or light?
I don't care. Surprise me. As long as it's not dog shit in a bottle, I don't care.
The bartender, she looks at you. She's like, "That's the best response all morning." She reaches down and grabs a bottle. It looks like a pretty decent looking pale ale, and she unscrews the cap. She goes, "What's your name?"
Eve. What's yours?
Jenny. But
Hi,
if
Jenny.
you want to talk to the boss, I need to know who you are.
Oh, yeah, I'm Eve. I have an appointment with Lillian. I told her I'd be here in a couple of hours. I have the text messages if you want to see.
She's like, "No, sweetheart, I'm good. Wait over there," and she points off to like one side, kind of catty corner to where the bar is, where it's just kind of not a lot of people are hanging out there. It's on the opposite side from where the bathrooms are, but it's just a spot where it's kind of thing. She's like, "If you're not lying, someone will come get you."
Sounds good to me. Hopefully, I'll have time for another beer. Thanks.
She gives you a wink and wanders off to do the next patron.
What am I wearing that everybody is winking at me for?
You're being very friendly to everyone. You're just being nice.
He flies down.
They're also, think about it, most people in here are probably like, beer, right? Like, regardless of gender, age, or anything else, everybody here is probably pretty rude.
Okay.
Looking out at the crowd, they all look pretty young. I mean, you're guessing, most of the crowd's late teens, early 20s. Again, it's a lot of, young punker kids. Give me another streetwise check, Bunny and Eve.
11. Wait, is there an add-on to Streetwise?
Charisma.
14.
An 8. Man, Bunny is just not on it today.
No. Eve, kind of looking closer as you're waiting, you'd guess about half the people in here are like probably West Bay rich kids who are slumming it on the weekend. And by weekend, we mean Tuesday. The other half are legit, like, probably like roughneck type people. But yeah, fully half of them are rich kids who are slumming it in the East Bay. After about 5 minutes, you see someone walk up to you. She stands about 5'4". She's got like fire engine red hair in a bob, right? And she's got a tattoo down the side of her face, right? And of like what look like olive branches down one side of her face. And she walks up, she goes, "Eve?"
Lillian?
"No. I wish." She goes, "I guess that would make him Bunny?"
Yep.
Yeah.
She goes, "Where'd you get that name?"
Just my mom had it laying around.
No story? Like nothing?
I ripped out of my mother's womb in triumph, and it was a bloody mess and super hardcore. Let me tell you. She
laughs, and so she calls you. Because of that, she called you Bunny. She goes, "Fair enough." She goes, "Follow me." She leads you across from like past the bar again, through like a side door, and it looks like she's leading you almost toward where the backstage area is. You see kind of a set of stairs that does one of these numbers here, where like it's like a 45 up and a 45 down. She takes you down. You see another door that says green room. She takes you down like a short spiral, one beyond that, until you reach a steel door. She opens the door after she swipes her chip at it. The door clicks open and you walk in. Standing there is another woman who looks to be, you'd guess, mid-40s, right? Curly brown hair, dark brown eyes. She's wearing a patch coat hoodie with spikes all over it. She's wearing like tight black jeans, combat boots. She goes, "So, You're Eve. I'm Lillian. This is my friend. And standing next to her is a 6'5" tall rover with the head that looks like, it almost looks like a hound dog.
Please tell me his name is Anubis.
She goes, no. We call him Pero.
Oh, hi, Pero.
That means dog.
I'm gonna
The
take
rover
a second
says,
and take off
I
my
know.
glam.
She goes, Pero's going to hang out here with us, right? She goes, that was Sammy that you just met. Have a seat. And that, folks, is actually where we're going to take our break. It's right here. So, thank you all for joining us. I hope you're enjoying the first half of this episode. It's been fun to have everybody back into it. But we will be back in a few minutes. A couple of you are probably going to see a roll ad if you're not a subscriber. If you are a sub, you shouldn't see it, I don't think. But stick around. We'll be back in a few minutes. And
Pain. Pain is an illusion. Pain is your body saying it's tired. But pain reminds us what is worth fighting for. It reminds us to overcome the obstacles before us. Pain is temporary, but greatness is forever.
And we're back. And so now I'm going to do the promo thing that I didn't do at the beginning of the stream. Since everybody's back, we still have the Bunny Boy stickers. And, of course, the classic Angel City Stories stickers, which you can get
So
at
good.
PlayIdentico.com. Also, the core rulebook, which you can get at PlayIdentico.com. And as soon as we open our store, hopefully next month, you can also buy it at our store. I'm opening a store. It's going to be in Linwood. It's going to be awesome. Oh, I got to sign the contract for the daggone sign. I forgot to do that today. But we're going to get a bunch of stuff today. Things are happening. Somebody else in this stream, you might be able to see there too. Just saying. And we're not talking about Joe's pretty mug.
Oh, I'll be there.
Oh, I'm sure you will, but you're not the one I was referring to at first. So, come visit that. We'll have more news on that shortly. Also, please go to DriveThruRPG if you haven't yet. Buy the book because we're only like 4 or 5 copies away from silver bestseller, which sounds a lot cooler than it really is, but it will make me feel better because we're only a bronze bestseller right now. I want us to be silver. Silver. It helps.
Are you a competitive person?
No,
I
but
never would have guessed.
no. I just want that one thing. Again, it sounds cooler than it is, but it would just make me feel better. So, it has been periodically on sale as part of drive-thru stuff. So go there and check it out. You can search for Identico at DriveThruRPG and grab the PDF. It's usually $19.99 or less. Okay, with that,
There you go. It's in the chat.
we will... Oh, thank you very much. We will get back to it. So, right before break, they'd come into Lillian's bar, where they met Lillian and a dog-headed rover, who was referred to as Pero. Lillian looks at you and motions you toward a small circular black cafe-style table. Just have a seat.
I'm gonna sit down,
She
cross
pours
my legs.
3 shots of whiskey, kind of hands them out to you.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to Grifter. And then I'm gonna wait until she cheers us and
She-
do the shots.
Raises the glass to you. She goes, so, Benevolent Tower. I guess the immediate question is why that one in particular?
You know, it was kind of a series of unfortunate events that just kind of culminated into the building needing to be brought down.
She goes, I need more. You want
This is
information?
just kind of ostentatious.
She goes, you want information. The price to start with is information.
All right. Well, how much do you know about the benevolent and the food that they make?
A lot.
Okay, do you know about the drugs that they put in the food?
Yep.
Okay, so basically, we got a hold of the source drug and the scientist and got wrapped up in that, and possibly maybe started getting up into the higher ups.
How high?
Um, well, we were in tower. How, hey, Grifter. I'm gonna like tap into the comms link and ask him, hey, Grifter.
Yeah.
How high did we get up into benevolence leadership?
I mean, like who we threw out the windows?
Well, yeah, that, but like, yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. Seemed like there was some very important person I threw out the window.
Yeah, wasn't it that old person with the regenerative properties?
Executives.
Some
They had
sea
suits on.
some sea level person. Other than that, I honestly don't know.
She
I
was-
didn't bother to ask for an introduction before I checked
The
him
Here's
sci-
him out the window.
She goes, the scientist that created the source drug, do you still have him?
Define have.
Is he still kicking around?
Maybe? Depends on how good medical technology is these days.
Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate that to Lillian and just be like, a lot of things happened in the heat of the moment, and I didn't really trust him very much, and he ended up.
We went our separate ways. And his way was very far down.
He had an unfortunate encounter with gravity.
She hit rock bottom.
She at that she chuckles and pours 3 more shots. She goes, "All right, that'll do to start. What do you want to know?"
So we have a bounty on us, as I'm sure you know,
Sure.
as well as an amber notice with IOG. And not only do we need some funds to make sure that we can continue to assist the rising tide, but also keep ourselves safe and taken care of. So I figured we could maybe get a job from you. I don't know how that's going to work with us having bolos out with our faces. So that's a thing, but at least at this point, information about what IOG has, I kind of would like to maybe take some jobs that will put thorns in their sides a little bit, but we'll see.
She goes, "Well, as far as the IOG," she goes, "it has been my experience that it is best to avoid them, not be thorns in their sides."
I mean, it would be best to avoid benevolent as well, and yet here we are.
The dog speaks up from the back. He goes, "Best to avoid benevolent, but nearly impossible to do, especially since you just blew up their crown jewel in Angel City."
Sometimes in order to make an omelet, you gotta break a lot of eggs.
You're going to have to break quite a few more eggs to bring benevolent down.
Which ones?
You're going to have to kill benevolent.
I'm gonna look at Pero. I'm gonna ask, is benevolent a person or is it an idea? Because those are two very different deaths.
He goes, "Option C. Benevolent is an entity."
What? spell that one out for me, because we definitely saw some mutants in there. So entity of any sort would be.
You saw some in there? Lillian, like, perks up at that. She says, tell me about that.
We did definitely have one of our group perhaps turn into one of them somehow.
Can you describe the mutant?
I'm gonna gesture at myself.
Joey.
I'm gonna gesture at myself and be like, pale, skinny, lanky,
Pointed
claws.
ears?
Well, yeah. There were a lot of pointed ears in there.
There were elves.
She pulls out a glow and she shows you a still picture, and it's the exact same species as what Catassie turned into, but this one is suspended on what looks like almost like a backboard that's at an angle like so, with leads coming in and out of it and a readout above its head. She was like that.
Yes, but less autopsied.
Near as we can tell, when this photo was taken, that mutant was alive.
Okay. What do you know about these mutants? Because I definitely was out of the loop until the Benevolent Tower.
There's a few different types.
I'm going to pull out a notepad and be like, continue.
She goes, information costs information.
I can give you the exact formula of the tamales that are sold at the Quickie Mart.
She just smiles at you.
Bro, that's a lot of profit. I wouldn't turn that down if I were you.
We've stopped semis with those tamales. We have taken out cameras with those tamales. We have fed armies with those tamales.
She goes, those are some impressive tamales. All right, I might take you up on that. She goes, you're hot right now, but you blew up Benevolent's tower. Benevolent wants you captured. The IOG wants you watched because they're all in a tizzy right now.
Do we know why the IOG wants us watched?
Do we know why? I'm just going to put Grifter on speakerphone.
She says, because they think you might have struck a match.
In a good way or a bad way?
Is it a match they wanted struck?
She goes, are you familiar with the concept of total war?
Isn't that why everything got nuked to begin with?
No, that just was an attack.
The old games from like the early 2000s?
Oh yeah, the ones where you could run and have your torso pointed one way and the legs pointed the other?
She goes, no. She goes, so in the concept of conflict, there's bush wars and proxy wars and small wars and things like that. The last time there was a total war was World War II. That's what they consider a total war. The IOG believes that another total war is coming.
Between corpse?
Between who? Yeah.
We don't have established nations, do we?
Well, sure, we have established nation. The metros report to the federal government, but they're, controlled by the corps. The British royal family controls most of the corporations inside of the United Kingdom. Canada, everybody that's re-signed on to the United Kingdom. So, sure. China has state-run corps.
Of course.
But, is it the state that runs the corps or the corps that run the state? That's a debate for another day.
So how did we light that match?
You blew up a tower.
Should we just
And?
point the fingers at one of the other countries? Is that we're supposed to be doing, or are we supposed to be avoiding the total war? Because we can do this either way.
She goes, those were very interesting live streams you had. I reviewed them when you were on your way up here. She goes, you were trying to start a revolution.
Yes.
And you wonder why they think you might have struck a match?
This is not something that should make any other nations upset. You have the northern nations, Sweden and Norway, who have actual workers' rights, and the workers own the corpse, right?
Yeah.
So why is this not a model that we can't institute here? Like, I feel like this is exactly what we need.
She goes, I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm saying they think that the road there involves a lot of conflict.
As any revolution would.
And conflict means a lot of fighting. And it means a lot of bodies.
So they can either decide to help facilitate our revolution or have a lot of bodies, is what I'm hearing.
She goes,
that would be my question, is what side does the IOG fall on this?
Yeah.
She goes, that's a very good question. She goes, 2 weeks ago I would have told you something different. Now I'm telling you I don't know.
What would you have said 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago I would have said that the IOG is the only people that has ever put the corpse in their place, but that the IOG likes to have the corpse where they're at. Now I'm not so sure.
Are they reacting favorably with the match that we have struck? Obviously, they're surveilling us because they think we're something to watch. Mm-hmm. But that doesn't mean that they're taking any negative action against us, really.
She goes, again, 2 weeks ago, I would have said they probably would have taken negative action. But because you happened to attack Benevolent, I think they're on your side.
Do we have any way to potentially get into contact with someone there?
Or confirm that they would be on our side. Yeah.
Yeah, who can answer questions?
She goes, yes. But they're a little out of hand right now. It's going to take a few days.
That's fine. We got time.
Okay.
Hopefully.
On the other thing, Benevolent. You're not going to get rid of the bounty. Best thing you can do is figure out what it's up to.
Can we just pay off our bounty? Say, here, have the money. Leave us alone.
Peril speaks up. He goes, money doesn't mean anything to it.
I know. Okay, so basically, I mean, we have a bounty. It's not going to be anything other than just making sure that we stay out of the way and undercover, right?
You have to find a way to get rid of Benevolent.
Pero, what do you know about the entity that Benevolent is?
It used to be a person.
Keep saying it. What do you mean by it?
The founder of Benevolent became it.
Like the clown that lives in the sewer?
Lillian starts to laugh. She goes, he's really going for the deep cuts.
Classical movies, love them.
I don't think anybody has a DVD player anymore.
Pero goes, he desired immortality, and he found a way to achieve it. But he hasn't been able to...
He gave them a dark wave generator.
Bunny tunes back in because it said immortality and trying to achieve it, and anime brain went off.
He found a way to copy himself into the grid.
Like Tron, that Disney movie.
It seems like a bad idea.
Pero goes, it's generally not recommended. Very few have managed to accomplish it, and nobody's been able to recreate it on purpose.
Say very few, as in there's more than one?
5 or 6.
And are the
Same.
others still around?
They're wandering.
Okay.
Do we have tabs on their locations?
How do you track data in the grid?
Same way you track an IP address, I would imagine.
Para goes, we think there's a physical location or multiple somewhere. We haven't been able to locate them, though.
I mean, if it's just data in a system, there's no telling how many copies there potentially are.
Right.
So basically, benevolence like a virus.
More. Viruses aren't self-aware. He's a type 4 AI. He's fully self-aware inside of the grid.
Oh,
So we have to destroy all the servers everywhere.
Probably
See,
not
my-
all of them. All of them probably couldn't hold the data.
Now my desire for a dark web generator isn't so far-fetched now, is it? Huh?
Well, Billy's not
with the
here
crazy
now.
person, so
Put me on camera so I can glare at you properly.
we're going to talk about this later, Grifter, and no, you may not have one. So we should probably try and contact them and see if they know anything about data and grids.
She goes, we don't know what he's up to. Or it's up to.
Okay, good to know.
We know some
have
of its
one.
capabilities. But that's about it.
We'll look up at her expectantly, like, yes, capabilities.
He can inhabit ROVs.
I
When
have a
he wants
question
to
for you.
wander out into the world.
Does the name Jackson or Noel Juliet mean anything to you?
She laughs. She goes, yeah.
And would you say they knew about this?
She goes, couldn't say. Noel was really high up in Benevolent, so it's possible he knew.
Yeah, but that dude had an extreme hate boner on for Benevolent. I wonder if that has anything to do with it.
Benevolent killed his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, that's why. That makes sense.
Damn, I was so mean to him.
Benevolent as in AI benevolent guy, or just benevolent as corporation in general?
They're kind of one and the same. He is benevolent. He still runs the company. He's still part of the Sages.
Benevolent tried to kill my girlfriend too. And Bunny just looks back down at his drink that he's not drinking.
She goes,
Okay.
it's possible Noel knew, but I can't tell you. As for Jackson, don't you know who he is?
Oh, we only met him once. Kind of got
She,
a vague impression of
She
him.
pulls out a glow. She goes, this him, and holds up a picture of him. Looks like a crop of a glossy magazine cover.
That's the guy. He seemed rich.
He's the CEO.
Wow. He's famous.
Yeah. He's the CEO of Postuli Waste Products.
I mean, other than standard corporate rivalry, do you have any information on why he would hate Benevolent?
Because he's one of the Sages, and there's some sort of infighting happening there right now.
What are sages?
They're a group. They're the people that nuked America.
That's kind of a dick move. And so Benevolent dude is one of them. Jackson's another one.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have any info on who the rest of them are, or however many there are to begin with?
There are 4.
Do we have to kill them to kill Benevolent, or just it?
Well, I mean, just him. He is the only part is benevolent, is it.
Does
The
it
rest
have
of
a
them
name?
are actually people.
Do we know who the other two are?
Do we know who they are, where they are?
Yes?
Are they in the same like 50-mile radius area?
No. No.
Okay. Never mind then. My plan won't work.
Well, I'm not going to get too upset about something that happened before my time. But it's nice to know that there is an answer to that, and that, we need to kill some people sometimes, potentially. Maybe. I'm always down for that.
I can hear your minigun spinning up. Put it away.
She goes, any other questions?
Where do we start?
Pero goes, I got one tip for you. And he transmits to your glow an address.
All right.
Are you going to get back in touch with us about the contact for the IOG?
I can try. Provided she's
ask.
not dead in the next few days.
Why would she be dead?
Can we help prevent her being dead?
Does she need help?
Possibly. She and her crew kind of got themselves into a mess.
Like our mess? Or because I feel like we're also in one of those.
Yeah. Everybody's kind of making messes right now. And no one's really sure when it's going to come to an end.
Great. So basically what we should do is get all the messy people together and make a big mess together.
Yeah, I find people who are annoying, if you shoot them, they stop being annoying.
She goes,
You can't shoot our contact, Joe.
they're currently in hiding. I'm hoping they get extracted successfully.
Okay. Can you organize a Met Gala for all of these people in hiding in one place, and we can dark wave generator or nuke them?
She goes, basically, are you trying to start a party of everybody that's going to send the world into chaos and upend the social order?
I mean, it kind of sounds like fun.
Yeah, we could probably do that really easily. Just offer them humans to hunt or something. They like that, right?
You say order. Is it really order?
She goes, no, it's not. It's really not.
Well, why don't we start small? I like this nuking plan, but I feel like we need to go connect the dots between point A and point B a little bit on that one. So why don't we start by seeing if this IOG contact could need some help. So if you have details on that, we can go over there and see if we can assist.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Here's the tamale recipe.
She goes,
I'm going to write it down on a scrap piece of paper.
she goes, thanks. Peril goes, I'd check out that address.
Do we need to bring weapons?
Do you ever not bring weapons? He goes,
Well,
don't you
sometimes
have
just want to live free.
don't you have like an 8-foot tall rover in your car?
No? Who told you that?
The orange notice, it says she runs around with a giant rover with a minigun and a Bushmaster.
Well,
You know, the one that was on all the
And
live
a
feeds?
Gauss rifle.
She goes, hang
That's
on.
so
She brings
good.
up Eve's live feed. She goes, you mean that one? That one?
that was like years ago, though.
was
we don't know him.
a week ago.
Oh, well, time flies when you're having fun.
She goes, that's the guy on the speakerphone, right?
No?
God, you guys are horrible at this. I'm just gonna walk up to Pedro and fist bump him.
Look, we don't have to beat around the bush. If you want an autograph, you just come downstairs.
Just denied being the Rob. And then offered her an autograph.
Look, Grifter's nothing if not slightly vain. Just a little.
Just a little.
So, I guess I will be just looking out for communication with you, Lillian. Let us know if you need anything. We are going to be in the area. We are mobile and armed to the teeth. Oh.
She goes, we'll be in touch. Give me a call if you need anything. Questions.
Sweet. Thanks. I'm gonna like chug the rest of my beer, pour another shot for myself and Lillian, ink her shot glass, and then walk out the door with the shot.
Okay. You wander out with the shot glass. Bunny, are you following?
Yeah, why would I stay here? Nice to meet you.
Cheers. You too.
Thanks.
She goes, it's a very nice jacket.
Thank you.
Not
I
many
made it
people can
myself.
pull it off.
Well, you know what they say. Not many people can, but some people can.
And with that, Bunny Boy has his stage left. You head back up into the bar. The band is playing again. What are you doing?
I'm gonna blow a kiss at the bartender and go get my gun from the guy.
He asks for your chit.
I give him my chit and the shot glass.
He looks at the shot glass and he's like, he sets it down over on the side of the counter. He grabs your gun and hands it back to you.
I
Drifter's in the
inspect it.
car, currently Googling how to build nuclear weapon.
Please make sure you're doing that on a burner phone.
We are already under surveillance. How can I get more surveillance?
Give me nuke.
Okay, so you all head out into the car.
Boy, what a meeting. Gosh. Oh, there's a lot more lore about this world than I knew before. Ooh.
That lady's smart.
So, do you guys want to like grab a nap before we go over to the address for Pedro's stuff, or do we want to just slide on over there now?
I mean, it is like 3 a.m, but you're also
Probably.
kind of wired.
We could drive by it, see if it looks like something, and then come back to it in the morning.
Yeah,
He didn't
not
give
really.
a time.
Yeah, he didn't specify a time or like what they like, kicking in the door and some like old dude trying to sleep. But go check it out. I'm gonna Google Maps the address first and just kind of see what it is.
Looks like a small 1-story, could be a warehouse, could be a manufacturing facility. You do see 3 loading docks on the south side. There's about half a dozen, 8, 9 parking spots on the east and southeast side. Looks like there's like a street side entrance, like a personnel door on the north side. And it looks like there's another one based on your kind of like looking at the satellite photo of the building. Looks like there's some stairs that go up into it on the south side.
I do
You
still
do
have a
Street view, you see no windows.
I do have a spider drone. My last one. We could go by, swing by, and I could drop it off and see if we can scope out something with it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. So I
Yes.
guess plot a route to get us somewhere close, and I can, casually just like drop the spider drone outside.
It's on the southeast side of the Bay Area, which is already where you're at. Let me go right here. Nope, too far. It's kind of nestled into the foothills.
So when we want to go by so I can drop the spider drone on the opposite side of the car from the building so they don't see me chucking something out the window.
Most of this area is like small, looks like small tech manufacturing hubs, right? You see some fairly well-named companies that like make glows and other consumer electronics on other manufacturing. The one that you're looking at has no external stuff. The only lights you see on the outside are like the emergency style floods. And they're pointed at the entrances. So you chuck your spider drone out.
Yep. Pop it open up the control app on my glow.
Mm-hmm.
And start trying to
Okay.
maneuver it over.
It comes up to a steel door. Give me a perception check.
What can I check?
Perception.
How much? Stop asking me for these.
You guys are having a rough time with these today.
14.
Okay.
You just want Grifter to roll that, or did you want us as well?
Well, he's looking through the spider drone.
Okay.
You're pretty sure the door is hermetically sealed.
Is there any skylights on the roof that I might be able to sneak in, or air vents?
You will have to go
Yeah,
up and
those.
look.
Alright, we're gonna start climbing up with my sticky pads.
Okay. It does
Okay.
have an HVAC system on the roof. Give me another perception check.
We just talked about this. 13.
Okay. The vents are secured with small grid like grates. So they're little oval shaped like this grates that are about that big around.
Too small for my bot to fit through.
Just barely. Too small.
Are there any of those little like chimney stacks that they have over toilets around?
Good call. Yes, there is.
I'm gonna scope that out.
Okay. Okay, sorry about that stream. Tell me if you guys can hear us now. Joe's inside of a
hear us.
manufacturing facility.
I successfully
That's
climbed
just-
down the poop pipe of a toilet and then climbed out of it and with my spider bot.
Okay,
Because
hopefully.
that's what everybody needs images of spiders coming out of toilets.
Riza, Bit, can you hear us now? Tip, tell the chat if you can hear us now. I'm gonna continue here.
I can hear you over my tab.
Woohoo! So you see 3 again. They look like inert robots. That are bolted to the floor on the south side of the building. There's lifts and winches and stuff, but it doesn't look like this has been used for a little while. There is, interestingly, no dust or any sort of anything. It looks like a clean room. So the floors are a solid white tile, like very bright. You're not.
So I'm going to
Go ahead.
I'm gonna start taking pictures
Okay.
for later dissemination. Can I tell from here what the robotic things are? They like robotic manufacturing things,
Yeah.
or are they
They're
like
pretty common. So they're literally like the ones you would see in like what you would see in like a car assembly line or a computer assembly line. One of them's larger, one of them's like kind of a medium size, and one of them looks like it's for fine manipulation.
okay? Are there any examples of the finished product anywhere on the floor?
Nope.
Are there any offices that I can see, or something
You
that
said
might be an office?
there's a conference room or control room just to your south. You're actually standing on that wall right now.
Okay, I'm gonna go try to find an entrance into that.
Okay. As you wander around, there's a door on the south side of that kind of drywalled in area, and it leads into a conference style and control room. There's a large, like 20-foot long table in the center of it with some chairs. There is a computer on the northeast side and a large, like, hollow screen on the east side of the room.
I'm gonna look around, see if there's any kind of material around that might indicate what's manufactured here, like catalog or advertisement or something.
No catalogs, no advertisements. There is a computer.
Okay, well, I'm gonna head over to the computer. I don't know if I can do anything with it with the spider bot, but might at least be able to wiggle the mouse and see if it pops up with a login screen and the name on it or something.
So there's a touchpad on the thing and an inset keyboard in the thing that's basically like a touch keyboard on the control center. As your Spiderbot walks over it, it does boot up.
Does it have any indicator like OmniCorp or something on it?
Nope. Just says
Username?
OS 6.4.
Does it look like it's wanting me to log in?
Yeah,
or is
there's
it
a
just
like
me?
a user. There's a password. Just password, not username. Just password.
Anyone have any suggestions for passwords?
Didn't Bunny take ranks in hacking?
Boobs with a Z. It's always boobs with a Z.
Capital B and a period.
Capital B
I
and
could
period.
have sworn Buddy took some skill points in hacking after the first
Yeah, I
time that
did.
he was smashing things.
I have electronics and software.
Okay.
So give me some tips, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Boobs with a Z.
All right.
Should I roll?
So, if the spider can interface with one of the universal serial ports, then Bunny can use his glow bonus as well with his software to try and hack it.
Then I'm going to definitely go see if I can interact with it.
Okay. So Bunny, give me a D20, and let's say your glow's a cat C, so that would be a D10 bonus plus your software and your intelligence.
Okay, Haas. You said roll a d20 and then roll a d10?
That's a bonus for your
Okay.
glow.
Ooh, okay. All right. I got a 5 bonus, and I rolled an 8. And then you add, what is it? Intelligence in my
Software.
thing?
Yep.
Software? Wow.
Isn't it poop from the sea? Thanks, Mike.
Let's see. Ooh, man. That's a dirty 20 is what that is.
Is that a dirty
Yeah.
20?
4 numbers added together, and I got a 20. So.
Okay. You do get in.
Yes.
This appears to be the control module for the manufacturing robots. So now you can interface with it, Bunny. Give me an
I
electronics roll.
interface with it. Okay. Let's see here. That's going to be an 18. That's without, like, that's not using the D10 thing that you just told me to, right?
Yeah, because this is just electronics.
Straight-
Okay, it looks like they were building 4 things here. One was, it looks to you like a really weird hyper-compressed solid-state drive.
Really good solid state drive.
So something that was roughly the size of a D20 that could hold 1,000 terabytes of data.
It's called a petabyte.
Okay.
Petabyte, thank you.
Yeah.
So something this big that could hold a petabyte of data.
So they made an NVMe drive.
But like, well,
that-
NVMe's like cap out at about what, 500 gigs?
Right now. But in 100 years.
Yeah, basically a hyper NVMe drive. It also looks like it was building some sort of custom drone.
Ooh, a drone. A special drone.
Yeah, this drone has 6 legs. It's got a series of manipulator arms attached to its primary body.
Ooh.
Looks like it does some sort of maintenance. The other
Super
thing,
neat spider drone that does this maintenance. Sorry, I'll just say I'm relaying this stuff.
Okay.
What you're saying, just in bunny fashion from now on. Go ahead.
no, I want you to do it in funny fashion. It's funny.
Okay.
The third thing is the best way you could put it is it's a jet.
Looks like Billy.
Did they make
But
Billy?
it's more jet. It's a jet. It's a jet.
Like a jet, like not a plane, but just the jet engine.
The jet engine. Yeah. Okay. The jet engine. The sucky inny, throwy outy, go forwardy type of engine. Yeah.
The last thing it looks like they were building was a sphere.
A sphere. Oh boy. Like what? Okay. Does it? Okay. They're making a circle.
It's a sphere.
Yeah.
It's made up of. It's a sphere made up of 1,000 interlocking triangles with a series of supports in it.
Oh.
That
Okay.
move toward a
That's-
center point. You can't really
So
tell
they-
what it's for.
They made it like a D 10,000. Big. If you've seen the movie Sphere.
They've made a
Read the
buckyball.
book. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
There
this
you
between the little hard drives and the sphere, I wonder if they're making a flying brain for the dude that has spider minions to take care of it.
That's it. It's a big hard drive.
Do
I
any
mean,
of
like,
you? Trying to think of what skill would apply here. Do you have electronics, right, Grifter?
No,
Okay, never mind.
I have a point in it.
have salvaging.
No.
I do, but I don't think that's what you're asking.
Do you
I
have?
can intimidate it.
Do you have mechanics?
I do.
Give me a roll on that.
$17.
It flits into your mind for a minute because you read it in a story. Do you love those classic stories? It looks like a small prototype version of what might be like a Dyson sphere.
Small prototype Dyson sphere.
That's just what it looks like to you.
Well, as far as I know, no corporation has the ability to make an actual Dyson sphere.
But you're familiar with the concept.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, do we need still access to the computer? Anybody think of anything else to do, or should I go exploring more?
I'm just taken aback by this Dyson sphere.
Eve, give me a perception check. Because Grifter and Bunny are engrossed in what they're looking at.
Does this sphere look like it could be possibly loaded aboard something to be taken to space?
Theoretically, sure. Eve?
13.
Huh? Say that one more time.
13.
Okay. Are you done interfacing, Grifter?
Yeah, if no one has any.
Are you going to try and copy the files, Bunny?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, give me a software check.
$25.
Okay. It's going to take a while. These are very intricate designs, so it's going to take a minute. Grifter, as you are sitting there, you hear speakers, or your spider drone hears speakers inside of the facility say, "How did you find this place?"
Eh? Google Maps?
You hear it chuckle. "Oh, who are you that has found this?"
The Sandman. Who are you?
Sandman King.
First name basis.
Somehow I don't think that your name is Sandman.
Well, that's what we can use for now. How does that sound?
If you are still
Called.
there when I arrive, I will destroy you.
I already know who you are, so how would I know you get here?
The voice is not laughing. I, the DM, am laughing. I am chuckling. Terrible.
I'm gonna mute my microphone pickup.
Okay.
Or however's hearing me, and tell Bunny Boy, say, "Hey, you might want to go, like ASAP."
Go where?
Someone's talking to me anywhere but here.
Like physically, or stop?
You drive
hacking?
the car and go to somewhere else.
Okay.
And I'm gonna re-engage the spider bot. Like, you're not even gonna give me the courtesy of telling me who you are.
You are in one of my homes. I don't need to tell you who I am.
Well, it would be nice. I mean, I don't want to intrude where I'm not wanted, and if you are obviously here, then I don't want to be here.
Then you should leave.
I mean, okay.
Eve, give me another perception check.
How do I know I'm not going to stumble into one of your places next time?
Oh, I will ensure
17.
there is no next time. Okay, now you notice it. There is a drone following you. Quadcopter.
So, I'm fine to leave. We didn't know anyone was home. Just, just trying to do our routine business. No, we weren't. We're just doing our thing. If you want us gone, we'll go. That's fine.
I'm gonna point out the quadcopter, use my glam, try to do an approximation to the best of my ability of Zaddy's face.
Okay. Give me a fucking disguise check.
I got a 10.
Okay, again, we're in Uncanny Valley. Like,
Whatever. It's fine. I'm going to lean out the window and I'm going to shoot at the quadcopter.
okay,
Keep practicing.
give me an attack roll.
16.
Okay, it is going to attempt to dodge and fail. Roll me some damage.
Wow, I haven't done that in so long.
Are you driving, or is... I'm assuming you're driving and Bunny's not because he's doing computer stuff.
That's a good question.
Who's driving?
Who is driving?
Well, Bunny was driving before, so Bunny can have his glow in like the little holder and be like, download faster.
Yeah. I mean, do you want me to do rolls for driving and software?
No, you've already done the software. Now it's kind of just auto downloading.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I can drive.
Okay. So Eve, yep, roll me some damage. Muffins, what are you doing?
I'm still trying to talk with the whoever this is. Hey, we're leaving.
9.
Bye.
Okay. You see it plink off the armor. It's still flying after you.
Do you want me to just leave the spider bot here? Or you want me to crawl it out?
That's up to you. Does it have
No, I'm
anything that would lead back to you? Oh,
Talking to the bot, whoever's talking to
No,
me.
go ahead and leave it there. It'll help me find you later, just in case.
I mean, that seems kind of like a dick move of me. I wouldn't want to litter all over your house, so to speak.
What's it asking? What's going on?
It's telling us to leave.
Okay.
That's all I know.
can I
Eve.
take another shot?
Okay, go ahead. Give me a roll. Wow, that was terrible. Apparently everybody's
15?
dice are cold tonight. Yep, that hits. Roll me some damage.
While she's doing that, are there any power outlets in this room?
Not that you can access, no. It looks like everything's hardwired in.
7.
Okay. You can see it plink off the armor.
At one point in time, we talked about the spider bots having a self-destruct. Does this have one?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to just message, okay, we're leaving, bye, and then I'm just going to activate the self-destruct on the spider bot.
Okay. When you do that, the download stops. But, Bunny, it looks like you got about 57%. As that happens, you see what looks like, again, actually, so you know how you were asking about the annoying-looking Cybertruck earlier today? One of those,
Yes.
like, pulls into an intersection in front of you. Keep in mind, it's 3:30 in the morning, and you're in an industrial park, so there's nobody out right now. And you see a silver Cybertruck stop in the intersection about 200 feet in front of you, and the side opens up, and a Rov steps out.
Does it have a dog head?
No.
Just checking.
No.
Okay. That's a Rov that just stepped out of that Cybertruck, guys.
Well, I'm going to boot up Muffins.
Da-da-da-da.
Is there any way to avoid the ROV and the Cybertruck?
I mean, it's in the middle of the intersection, conceivably go around it.
Yeah, we're actually about to roll initiative.
Seven.
Okay.
Bunny, ever being on his toes, has rolled a 6.
Muffins.
15.
The question really is, did you get the insurance on this car?
Did we even rent it in our name?
No.
No.
Do I have to give my social security number?
No.
Oh, well, I might consider. How much was the insurance?
60 extra souls.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Oh, so you did get the insurance. Okay, good.
I mean, I gave somebody $500 to park.
Okay.
something.
So the Rob, which I'm going to squeeze over and grab a book here in a second. He is taking a shot at the front of the vehicle, Bunny.
I dodge it.
You gonna swerve?
Yeah. Swerve real good.
Okay.
You do a driving check?
I want you to, yes.
That would be a 23.
Oh, son of a bitch. Just
I'm good.
barely nicks you. Does do some damage to the vehicle. Let's just write this down. He fires a railgun at you, swings out the side, and does 18 damage to the, like, as it carves down like a swash out of the side of the car. Muffins.
Damn.
I'm gonna to roll down my window.
You're in the back. There is no window to roll down.
I'm gonna roll down.
You're in the back, remember? Like the cargo area of the SUV.
Well, then I suppose I could smash out the back window
Okay.
and then stick my gun around the side of the vehicle and take shots back at it.
Okay.
I'm gonna fire my railgun back at it.
Okay.
I'm also-
Roll to hit.
I'm also gonna use my rapid reload ability to fire twice at him.
Okay. He
I'm
gets a
gonna
single defense roll. Beat
I'm gonna
a
do the first.
beat a 15.
Okay, so on first 5, I have 3 that beat that.
Okay.
There's 4 that beat that. 5 that beat that, and now I'm almost out of d20s. Okay, so that one missed. So I still have 2 more to roll, but I'm out of d20s here, so I'll
Okay.
come back to that. None of them are natural 20s, so no crits.
Okay. Start rolling me some damage. And locations, please.
So we got 26 to 2.
Okay.
Nine to 1.
Okay.
23 to 4.
Okay.
Math is hard. 23 to 8.
Okay.
24 to 12.
Okay.
I gotta roll for my last 2 d20s. Okay, so 1 more hits.
Okay.
$16 to 12.
Okay. You get a lot of plinks off his armor. You think you took out the armor on the right leg, but you're not entirely sure yet. Eve.
Okay, so I'm going to message Lillian,
Okay.
ask her. Do we have Pero's information, like contact information?
No.
Did we do that exchange? Okay. I'm just going to ask her, hey, so we went to that warehouse. What did Pero send us into? Because we're getting attacked by a Rov and we need assistance.
She goes. She texts you back. No idea. Something we heard was connected to Benevolent. Stand by.
Rad.
Bunny.
And then I'm going to get out my battle rifle.
Okay.
Huh?
I don't know. So you get your battle rifle out. That'll be your turn. Bunny.
Are we still in motion?
Yep. You are driving straight forward toward the Rob that is shooting at you.
Oh wait, is this an armored like?
No.
No.
You rented
That's
it
it.
at a
Just
car
go around
rental place.
Okay,
Go around 'em.
serpentine. There we go.
So you're going to go into
Serpentine
like
driving.
evasive maneuvers.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a drive check.
Even if I gotta like flip around donut, whatever.
Really wish we had flares right now.
Oh my god. That would be a 24.
Okay. Okay. So that will give you an additional +3 to your defensive driving rolls when he fires the rocket at you right now.
Lance declares these to be advanced military maneuvers.
So go ahead and give me another drive check for him firing a rocket at you.
You said I get +3 or +4?
+3. Additional +3.
Okay. Oh man, it's not looking good for that guy. I have to do the math. 35.
Okay. So you see a rocket pod pop up over his shoulder, and it looks like it has 8 rockets in it, and you see one of them and scream past you and hit something behind you a little ways away and explode.
Damn it, I don't have one of those. I need one.
If we make it through this, we'll buy you one. Let's go.
Muffins, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna shoot more at him.
All right, give me some rolls. Fuck. He rolled a
Well.
1.
Well, then everything hits and one of them's a natural 20.
All right, give me the natural 20 first.
This is why we bring Joe.
I know.
Oops, that one was, I actually rolled a d20 in place of a d12. That's not what I needed. There we go. So that is 23 to 1. 23. That's head, isn't it?
Yep.
Oh, awesome. I love it when it
His
happens.
head is definitely sparking.
Okay, so the other 4. You ready for those?
Yeah.
13 to 12. I really
Okay.
like 12 tonight for some reason. My dice could quit trying to fall off the desk. That'd be fantastic. 12 to 6.
13 to 12. Oh, okay. Okay.
30 to 9.
Okay.
Twenty to 12.
Okay.
It's always the green dice that rolls 12. Every
Well,
single time.
his right leg is getting severely messed up right now.
So 16, 19 to 6.
Okay.
That's it for that.
19 to 6. Okay. You definitely see sparks coming from its head, and its right leg is severely damaged. I mean, really bad. Eve.
All right. I'm going to take my battle rifle.
Then you see the right leg
And
is
I'm gonna-
severely damaged, and the head's got a few
Uh-huh.
sparks coming from it.
How serpentine are we going here?
I mean, Bunny's doing some pretty interesting evasive maneuvers.
Do we have a sunroof?
But you did not... Yes, actually.
Okay,
Come on, it's a
brace
fancy,
myself.
like, SUV, yeah.
I'm going to brace myself while we're doing serpentine maneuvers, pop my head out of the sunroof, and aim at this dude's head.
Okay. Roll an attack roll. Wow. That dice is fired.
So I'm assuming a 15 will work.
Yes, a 15 hits. Roll me some damage.
What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4 plus his bonus, which is not good enough to beat a 15.
I got 2 8s and a 2, so
18?
18?
Okay. Yeah, I mean, he's getting dinged up pretty good. Okay, Bunny. You've got about one more round before you're on top of this Rov at the speed you're going.
Okay.
And then
it's
right
beat up
behind
pretty
him
good,
is the truck.
Okay. We're just gonna keep flooring it towards them, and I'm gonna pull I'm gonna pull an e-brake.
And try and whack him with the back of the car.
Yeah, I'm gonna drift and
hit him
slam the car into him. Yeah.
Can I stick my fist out that side as we go?
Yeah, go.
All right. That will happen at the bottom of the next round when you go. So give me a drive check.
Okay.
Muffins. Oh, no, sorry. It's the Rov's thing. He's firing another
You want
rocket
drive
at
check
you.
now or later?
Give me one now for the rocket he's firing at you that he rolled a 2.
18.
And that
He needs to
D20 is
upgrade his
fired.
targeting package.
Seriously.
I mean, it's not really fair. Like, okay, so cards on the table. I rolled. My dice says 4, and I still got an 18 with all of my bonuses. Yeah. So, if anybody thinks I'm cheesing it, I'm not cheesing
Muffins.
it. Promise.
So as we go around the corner, and
Well, you're
the
about
back
to
end-
hit him at the bottom of the round. Are you going to shoot at him one more time?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Beat a 17.
Oh, give me a challenge.
He rolled slightly better that time.
Okay, I had 3 that did better than that.
Okay. Give me some damage. Ooh. Eve, you know
30
that quadcopter is still following you. Go ahead, Joe.
31 to 12.
Okay, so with that one, you blow his leg completely off. The right leg of the rover comes flying off as the rail run round like tears through what was left of the structural portions of the leg.
So 26 to 12.
There's nothing left there. Roll me a different location.
12 again.
Try again.
Okay, 1. 1. There we go.
Okay. 26. Okay.
He's working that leg real hard, Jim.
Keep dropping all my dice.
My God.
There is no more leg. It's gone. It's gone.
All right, so
It's but a
Help me,
scratch.
God,
Thank
he's
you.
broken in half.
last one is 14
Okay.
Stop the goddamn match.
to 11.
That's the same thing as 12. So roll that again.
I just rolled another fucking 12.
Do you need Lance to come in there and roll your dice for you for a second?
A 3. Okay, that was
three?
the most 12.
Okay,
I
how
rolled
much
on a
damage was that
D4
to the 3?
I think it was 16. I don't
Okay,
remember.
that's fine.
It was very high.
Oh wow. Like the leg is gone. Okay, it's like stop hitting the leg. Eve, it's your turn. By the way, he's gonna be a severe penalty to dodge Bunny's like e-brake slide. Go ahead, Eve.
I'm gonna shoot him in the head again.
Okay. Roll to hit. He is at a severe penalty. Beat 11.
I got a 13.
That does it. Roll me some damage.
Ten.
Okay. So Muffins had got kind of a lucky shot before that kind of had found a little like weak spot in the armor. With that shot, you blow the armor off of his head, and you can see that the structural stuff underneath the head, the inner workings of the Rov, is severely damaged. Bunny, go ahead and make your drive check to hit him. How fast are you going? Give me a speed.
How fast can it go?
this kind of an SUV, 150, 160 miles an hour.
I mean, I don't have that much. Well, it is all electric, isn't it?
Yep.
Let's go with 60, 70. I don't
70?
want to I don't want to turn us into dust.
Right. Roll me a
as
drive
we
check
hit him.
and
Okay.
beat a 3.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna get into my seat and put on my seatbelt because I'm not about to do this game.
I'm gonna casually reach over and hold on to my meat body. In the loving
give it
embrace.
good hugging. Yeah, so Bunny was on it, focused, laser focused, and I've rolled a 22.
Well, you had to beat a 3. So you were doing 60 miles an hour, so roll me 6d6 damage.
Okay.
Just don't hit him in the leg.
Think about a person being hit at 60 miles an hour. That amount of damage is appropriate.
Only 17 damage.
Well, that's good enough to blow all the armor off the body, and his head was already damaged. His right leg is gone.
I'd ask if you want a spot, but it's kind of a car.
So when you hit him, because he's still kind of half standing up on the other leg, right? Just the one leg is gone. It propels him into the weird-looking Cybertruck that he got out of, like literally into the open door, because the doorway never shut. And
that was exactly what I wanted.
So you hook a hard right as you hit that e-brake and start down the road. That quadcopter's still following you. Muffins, it's your turn. That Rav is dead. I'm calling it.
Well, if I can see the quadcopter from where I'm at, I'm definitely gonna take some shots at it.
Okay. You can. Take a shot. You broke the back window.
With a 20 millimeter this time.
Okay. Roll a hit. Beat a 13. And that dice is fired.
Do you have any dice that you're gonna still employ after this?
I have 3.
Big.
We'll go through those, don't worry.
3d10. This will speed it up because I can actually roll my d12 with the d-twins this time.
Okay.
So we got 17 to 11.
Okay.
19 to 4.
And with that, it explodes. Because Eve had already damaged it in that spot.
Fuck you, drone.
Okay. Where are you heading? The Cybertruck does not appear to be following you, and neither is the quadcopter anymore, and you blew that Rav into the Cybertruck.
Kind of want to go backtrack and grab the quadcopter. Quadcopter? Quadcopter.
You may have tracking devices on it.
Well, that is true. However, if we can figure out who the quadcopter belongs to, because I'm thinking it belongs to the IOG, I just want to confirm whose it was. Is there a way to do that without going back and grabbing that?
I don't know. Do we have the technical expertise to do that even if we do have it?
Yeah, between Bunny and you, sure. Bunny has the hackings. He has the knowledge now.
I mean, that's up to you guys. We run the risk of being continually tracked as long as we have it, though, so we definitely don't want to go anywhere.
True. I wasn't planning on taking it anywhere. I honestly just wanted to see like whose it was, but if you do think that that is too dangerous, that's totally fine. So I'm figuring the rob is from the dude's house, or the dude whose house we broke into.
Well, we know old Chucklefuck from Benevolent can inhabit Robs, so I'm guessing probably was him. Because, I mean, who calls a factory their house other than someone who's basically a robot anyway? So, I don't know. We can try it if you want. I doubt it's going to be like property of on the side of the drone.
What if we asked Lillian to pick up the quadcopter? or at least drive by it. That way we still get the information, but it's not us.
We can ask.
I'm gonna ask.
She says she can have a courier pick it up.
You the best.
So how much of the data did we get? It was 57%, but like, did we get any complete schematics of any of it?
You'd have to sit down and analyze it.
Well, is there a Denny's nearby?
The closest Denny's is 7 miles away, and like all Denny's, it is always open.
Be on
Oh.
your best behavior. We have not been tipping these ones very well yet.
Right.
So you head to the nearest Denny's. You're getting closer to the Oakland side on the east side, but, you know, it's open because it's Denny's.
I'm gonna keep my zaddy disguise on.
You scare the waitresses. So you wander in and are seated at a table in the back. It's about
Voice
4
crack.
in the morning, so there is a group of drunken ravers on the other side. They might be high and drunk, you're not sure.
Gonna see if Bunny Boy can peruse the data and see what we got.
Give me another electronics or mechanical check.
That would be a 26.
Okay.
Denny's brain food.
What are you eating at Denny's? What's the meal now? Second Denny's in 15 hours. Actually, second Denny's in like 7 hours.
More pancakes.
I guess
I'm just gonna order some biscuits because I still have that
gravy from the
whatever
other Denny's.
gravy. Yeah. I'll just be like, I got any biscuits. Don't worry, I brought my own gravy. And some hash browns, please. With syrup on the side.
I want the prime rib Benny breakfast and a caramel apple pie crisp.
Did
okay.
you look up the menu too?
Now I'm really freaking hungry. I was already craving pizza and now I'm more hungry.
Okay. With that, you got a lot of it. There's also a lot of correspondence in there between the AI and somebody. The system identifies it as user 650.
User 650, guys. Does it sound familiar?
Basically, they started with a small prototype, and they've been gradually building bigger spheres and better things and more stuff to make this bigger and bigger. It looks like the biggest issue they're running into is they can't seem to find a metal that has both the heat, like the capacity to hold a lot of heat, and also be like not so rigid as to just basically be brittle and snap. But yes, based on what you're reading, Bunny, it looks like they're trying to not launch one of these into space, but build one in space. And those jets you saw in the thingy are there to propel it around once it's there.
Type 1 civilization. Okay. I'll relay that to them.
So far, it does not look like it has been completely successful.
So we should contact our fixer and see if she wants any of this information. I attempted to contact Noel at the end of the last game.
Okay. What did you ask him at the end of the last game?
I actually don't remember.
Okay, well, would you like to try and contact him now? Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah. And basically say, have some information about a mutual friend you might want.
Which one?
Oh, does he respond?
Yeah.
Possibly one of the big boys, the one that you're not particularly fond of.
That's still too long of a list for me to narrow it down.
Well, do you want me to spell it out on here? Is it secure enough?
Yeah, it's secure enough.
I think we have some intel on the CEO of Benevolent and what they're up to, and potentially making a satellite. We have a partial grab of some of the schematics.
He says, "Can you send it to me?"
Buddy, can we put this in like a zip file or something and make it emailable? The WinZip that no one ever actually activates.
Dropbox. You can build a dead drop pretty easy.
Okay.
Okay.
It's just an online dead drop. Okay. Not hard to do.
Then we have that information. I'll pass it along to him.
Do you send that dead drop to Lillian?
Yes.
Let's say I give it to Eve and be like, "This is the thing."
But we don't need to tell Noelle we're doing that explicitly.
No, I didn't think
I'll
you
send
were.
it to Lillian and put for you and Anubis.
She responds back about half an hour later. She goes, "Well, that's very interesting."
Indeed. We shall go over this when we meet.
She says, "Where are you now?"
Noelle says that?
No, Lillian.
Oh.
It's a great American institution.
I'm going to send her a picture of my prime rib plate.
She goes, "Tell me which one and I'll meet you there."
I drop a pin and ask what she wants.
She goes, "Moon's over my hammy. Coffee."
Good choice. Respect. See you then.
So she arrives about 40 minutes later. She says, "Thanks for ordering the food." She goes, "Well, that data will come in handy. It's being passed around. You've earned yourself a favor or two." She goes, "What did you want to know about that quadcopter?"
Whose is it? Who is watching us?
Pretty sure it was the benevolent guy.
Oh, so then who was in the ROV?
Probably him too.
Oh, okay. He's just a weirdo. Got it.
I'm glad we shot it down then.
Yeah, I am as well. I had second thoughts about shooting it when I thought about it being possibly IOG. But, okay. Fuck that guy.
She goes, "Like I said, you've earned some favors."
Awesome. So,
I call him in at a later date.
Yeah.
yeah, can we stash those? That's fantastic, because we're gonna need them at some point.
Sure. Absolutely.
What,
Any luck on the IOG contact front?
She goes, "Nope, she's still underground. It's only been like fucking 2.5 hours since you left her."
we went and shook him down and then came back. We're like, okay, give more.
She goes, "I'll see what I can do."
And industrious.
She goes, "I'll see what I can do."
Well, I guess this means that we've earned at least some sleep. Do you have a place where we can store our helicopter? We're getting charged like 500 souls a day.
With that, she goes, "Sorry, don't have a helicopter storage place." She goes, "I'm going to float you some cash if you're short."
Cash is always good. I was just thinking, maybe not having a helicopter being rented.
She says, "Let me see your glow." She
I'll
goes,
hand it over.
She goes, "So we'll say you have 3 favors." She goes, "One of those is worth this much," and she transfers you 200,000 souls. She goes,
Very
"Now you got
nice.
2 more."
Thank you. And I'm going to split up the cash between us three.
She goes, for the time being, she goes, I'd keep your head down unless you really want to keep escalating this.
Not yet. We need to collect and plan.
She goes, I'm going to tell you something I told another friend of mine lately. You have two choices here shortly. You got to get out of this, or you've got to choose a side.
I mean, we've already kind of declared ourselves pretty anti-benevolent. Feel like that's a good side to be on.
She goes, it isn't my book. I'm just telling you, it ain't going to stop if you don't.
I mean, I kind of feel like at this point, even if we wanted to stop, it wouldn't stop. We did blow up a building and apparently just murked a couple of his limbs.
I'm sure he's got more Rovs hidden somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure.
So
We need to get some anti-Rob stuff. Actually, that'd be a smart idea.
suddenly Grifter's concerned. Why do you need anti-Rov things?
No, I was just thinking, OG Muffins does have some H-Rov rockets.
So that is actually where we're going to leave tonight's story, with the sun coming up over a Denny's in Silicon City. Our merry band of heroes or anti-heroes, however you see them, having made some new friends and made new friends and gotten more information about not just what's going on now, but what has been happening with them for some time. I hope everybody really enjoyed the stream. I hope everybody enjoyed kind of the lovely throwback session that we did here. We're going to have more content for you guys coming. Chaos Inc. is on Monday, so come join us for that. That's 6 to 8 Monday, and we're going to find out what's happening there because they're the ones that are currently gone to ground.
Oh, boy.
So we're going to find
No
out.
pressure.
We're going to find out what happens to them Monday. So come back to it for us. There's no other way to start or end an Identico story. Exactly.
Denny's.
Thank you, Bit.
Like I said, they should just unofficially sponsor the show
They
at this
really
point.
should. Denny's, if you ever see this, we're looking for sponsors. Thank you all for joining us. Stay weird. Drink water. Stay safe. Be healthy and, find a way to just be happy in this crazy world we live in right now. Create. Have a great night, and we will see you next time.
Goodbye.